Thank you very much, Larry Ridley. I'm Brandon Gaudin with Charles Davis. We are ready for this draft champions matchup as you get a quick peek at some of the stars in today's game. We're ready to go. Let's get down to kickoff. Two teams here amped and ready for football, and off we go in week 2 of draft champions. This will be taken short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. On first down, it's Smith. And his first look is incomplete. Second down now after the incompletion. From the gun, here's Smith. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
There's a completion to the tight end, and I think they were looking at something out central casting, frankly.
Absolutely.
I mean,
size, the hands.
Speed. I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
On first and 10, Smith. He'll throw underneath for Gurley. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. It's a gain of 7, and that'll make it a second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And he'll get it down here to the 43. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Now a first down throw. It's Smith. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett, and they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Now after the INT, it's Carr. Deep drop. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. And on 2nd and 10 now.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop...
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Carr. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 6 yards on the pickup. And just like that, it's 3rd down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. Not good at all. Punted just 24 yards there. And it'll be Dolphin football. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Smith on 1st down. Dumps it off to Gurley. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. From the 50, it's Smith. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked up by Nikel Roby. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive.
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity.
The Dolphins get there this time and they bring him down. Ben Heaney coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Deion Sims is tight end, the intended target, and it brings up 4th down.
But no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. The play clock's running down. They isolate Hopkins on the left side. Here's blitz coming, and down he goes. What a real head-scratcher there. In there to bury him for a loss of 11. Then the Dolphins getting set to go here. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see what...
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Jeremy Shackey, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Dolphins are going to take a first-quarter lead. Now Josh Scobie to attempt the extra point. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 26 yards on the pickup there. And it'll give the Raiders a first down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Ready to go now in the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Raiders in possession of the football, and they've got it here with a first down. From the gun, it's Carr. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. Give him 18 on that one. Good enough for an Oakland first down. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Will Fuller, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Raiders have drawn even here, and they can take the lead with the extra point to come. And he knocks it through. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Oh, the hurdle. Oh. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent, but you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
The tight end, Jeremy Shockey, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and 5. And the offense in that middle ground here on 3rd down, 3rd and 5. They isolate Hopkins on the left side. Smith. And the 3rd down pass falls incomplete. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
Taken in at the 11. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So out come the Raiders, and they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Second down here after the incomplete pass. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32. A sea of Dolphins there that time in on the tackle.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player.
So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on 4th. They come out here in the eye. Here we go with Williams. And he's got some space here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one good for 21 yards. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. So a pause here for us as well. Time to pay some bills. Back with more from Jacksonville. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this. On 2nd down, here's Carr. Over the middle here to Brown. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Carr now on first down. Got a man, it's Brown. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Carr to throw on 2nd down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Deion Sims, 30 yards. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. The tight end can kind of be that diamond in the rough secret weapon that you have, and right there they show you why.
And it's becoming less of a secret, isn't it, partner? Every game that we do nowadays, the tight end is a featured receiver, not just a blocker, as in the days of old.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And the Dolphins offense now ready to go back out on the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
On first down, it's Smith. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Give him 7 on the play, and it's a 2nd down. Three yards to go here on 2nd down. From the gun, here's Smith. That's caught by his tight end, Shockey. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players. Somehow came back to football.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the longtime Charger, Eric Weddle. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
It's to Fuller. They'll lose a yard, and it brings
defense exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage. 3rd and 5, so they bring in an extra defensive back.
And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. And now a whistle and a timeout called by the kicking team. So as they take it over, we step aside. Here's Jacob Shum now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Oh, it's a wobbler here. Now Landry. So we Raiders out in front as we send you downstate to Orlando to check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had an ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Second down following the run. Play clock winding down. Now Carr. Fuller brings it in over the middle. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. DeAndre Hopkins, he's all alone. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. DeAndre Hopkins, 54 yards. And the Raiders add on to their lead. Good pass, clean catch, and a house call there on the fly route.
And not that much room to operate. So that tells you about his acceleration. We always talk about being able to go from 0 to 60 real fast. It took him less time than that to get to top speed and complete that play.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And it's a short kick, taken right around the 19. And a nifty return there as he's all the way up past the 40-yard line. So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And he's got Shockey. A gain of 6 there on first.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Now on second down, this is Gurley. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They isolate Hopkins on the left side. Landry complete. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Jarvis Landry, 32 yards. And the Dolphins have got it back to a one-score game.
Brandon, what we just saw there were two guys who are in sync. The person delivering the ball, but especially the person running the route. Tremendous job. It results in a terrific play.
Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
Fielded about a yard deep. And a nice job there on special teams as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play. Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there as they move the chains. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Carr to throw on second down. Caught left side, Hopkins. Shedding the tackler that gives him some room. Sent all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. DeAndre Hopkins with now his second touchdown of this third quarter. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. Franks to add the PAT. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the second extra point he's missed so far. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Dolphins' offense now heads back on the field. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, we gave up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. Back now in Jacksonville. It's Dolphin football, but they trail here as we get set for the fourth. 3 yards to go on second down. A shotgun snap for Smith. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Back to the air. Smith on second down. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. So here we go now. An extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Smith. They'll throw underneath for Gurley. A gain of 11 and a first down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. Well, earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down. A nice, safe throw and a good one.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. The one running back is Gurley. They go play action here on first down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And not great starting field position here for the offense. Now after the INT, it's Carr. And he's going to go down for a fourth time today, and this time the result is a safety. Well, things like this, you maybe give them a mulligan. They're going to happen when you got a team that's only played together one time.
Listen, you know it's difficult to get in sync offensively when you haven't had the reps together.
And that can be a problem in draft champions.
Yeah, I know, because you don't have the time. That's part of what makes these games so unpredictable.
And fun for us to call. So now here come the Dolphins. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
It's a gain of 24 that time. And the Dolphins have a first down.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover. The angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
Fresh set of downs here. Now a first down throw. It's Smith. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Second down now after the pass completion. The one running back is Gurley. To throw is Smith. And this is intercepted. And there he goes left side. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. The Raiders offense now making their way back out onto the field. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
On second down, Williams. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd-and-1 situation.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, the great coach has said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They run. It's Williams. It's a 4-yard pickup, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down.
Oh, man. 4th down and 1, and you're on your own side of midfield. That takes a little bit of courage to pull off, but they went ahead and snapped it, and it'll work out for them as they get the first down.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. Defense maybe trying to guess the snap count there, and it costs them 5 yards. So 5 yards remain now. Still first down. Following the penalty, it's Williams. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Call it a gain of a couple there as it'll leave him with a second and just 3.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. On 3rd after the run. Carr going to try and throw on 3rd down. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
going to throw here.
Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. Offense still needing 10 yards, 2nd down.
There are a good number of coaches at any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Well, partner, even though my phone alarm failed me this morning and I missed our AM workout, we still made it through this thing together, didn't we?
Well, you always know I need extra workouts just to keep up with you, so it doesn't matter. But thanks for sharing a booth, and thanks for being our quarterback.
Yeah, you're the quarterback. Always a pleasure, my friend. So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we sign off from Jacksonville.
Down and the weekend's here. Save my soul. I can feel it coming, troubles in the air. Oh my Lord, the light is going down and the weekend's here. Save my soul. Who's all with me? Who's all with me?
Still a long way to go in this draft, but if you can lock up a few key positions here in the first few picks, it's a great look. Yeah, not too much analysis needed here. This is quite a get at this stage of the draft. And there's a pick that does fill a hole, but I'm not sure that it's really going to be the one that improves the overall squad a tremendous amount. Instant impact right there. That's a big leap forward from what they had on the roster to begin with. Who's all with me? Who's all with me? In these middle rounds, you have to start asking yourself, do you settle for what's available? 2 words here: difference maker. That's what that pick right there is. Definitely some options with this pick. Do you take a skill player here or get yourself some help up front? Some tough choices coming up right about now. Do you go after the best available player or do you go after a position of need? Still some big holes remaining to be filled. Here's where you may have to go after a lower-rated player just to make sure you get coverage in all areas. Boy, it's finger-crossing time now. With the end in sight and a few more holes to fill, you've got to be hoping that there's still a gem or two that becomes available.
Coming troubles in the air.
Now it's getting to the time of the draft where you really want to get lucky and hope somebody falls into your lap. Always a tough decision, offense or defense. It's all about finding the right balance when you're putting a team together. A bit of a dilemma with this threesome. Which side of the ball do you turn your focus to here? Where to now? Do you get yourself a big brute for the trenches or someone who can really help you out at a playmaker type spot?
You're a crack at dawn, Monday morning coffee, strong, pouring everything you got into a paycheck Friday night. You're a power stroke.
Boy, it's finger crossing time now. With the end in sight and a few more holes to fill, you've got to be hoping that there's still a gem or two that becomes available.
Quitting time. Then the six-string circus comes to town. We hang them speakers over the crowd. When the lights come on, everybody screaming, lighters in the sky, yeah, everybody singing, every word to every song of the girl they're taking tonight. When the lights come on, everybody's feeling a hallelujah from the floor to the ceiling. Yeah, the drink that we're the smoke that we're the party we throw, it's going all night long. When the lights come on, when the lights come on. You're a little shy thing with a wild side on a night like this. You just can't hide, cause it's time to live it up. So come on and raise your cup. If we talk about memories, yeah, we're gonna make them. Talking about rules, you know we're gonna break them. When the lights come on, everybody screaming, lighters in the sky, yeah, everybody singing, every word to every song of the girl they're taking tonight. When the lights come on, everybody's feeling a hallelujah from the floor to the ceiling. Yeah, the drink that we're the smoke that we're the party we throw, it's going all night long. When the lights come on, when the lights come on. Yeah, we all the same cause we think